What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack, live here, poolside here in LA, chilling. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. Hope everything's good on a Sunday, Sunday afternoon, evening, or even quite possibly might be Monday with a lot of our subs that are in different parts of the world. But I thought I'd come in. I have a full scouting report on all the quarterbacks that were in the mix at the NFL Combine in Indianapolis. And there's been a lot of questions that people have been asking me. What do I think about this guy? What do I think about that guy? What do I think about this other guy? And now I have a full idea of what's going on with all these quarterbacks that are of note. First things first, man. Salute to the Unfiltered Nation and the Unfiltered fam. Today was a pretty cool day for me. I just relaxed, and then I went to Santa Monica by myself. I said, hey man, I got to get out the house. Went and had me some lunch, and it was pretty nice out there as far as the day. But now it's cold, and I'm outside, man. Chilling poolside. Okay, put a 1 in the chat if everything's clear, man. Sometimes when I'm out here, the signal isn't that great. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that the signal was good for you guys. But, sometimes I just got to have a change of scenery, man. Sometimes, I got this out here. I might as well use it. Make sure you guys are, liking the channel. Make sure you guys are subbing the channel. Make sure you guys are sharing the videos. I would invite you guys to also become members. This channel is growing because we're putting out good content, and we're giving you guys everything that you guys would want. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. But let's get to it. All right. So over the last 2 days, yesterday and today, we've had the combines, and there's been, we know about the people who didn't participate in the combine. They're just there walking around, doing interviews. Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jaden Daniels. Those are the big three that just, they're not doing anything. They're not letting nobody take no, you're not taking, no medical tests. I'm not throwing no footballs. I'm not running no 40-yard dashes. I'm not doing anything. I'm just chilling because I can. All right. But I got a full synopsis on everybody. All right. Everybody that I needed to see. Yesterday, saw J.J. McCarthy. I went over that last night a little bit. I saw Michael Penix yesterday, but today I caught up on everything. I saw Bo Nix. I saw Spencer Rattler. I saw Joe Milton. Okay, I saw these guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys my idea of who I thought did the best things and who I thought did not do the best things. Was there an overall winner or who I thought was the most impressive? Of course. Somebody that I'll let you know that at the end. But let me recap on yesterday. For those of you guys that may have missed, go back and watch the J.J. McCarthy video I did yesterday. J.J. McCarthy definitely impressed me. All right. He definitely impressed me with his footwork. He impressed me with his arm strength. I knew he had a strong arm, but I didn't think it was as strong as he demonstrated. His crossing routes across the middle, his seam routes that he threw were on point. His long ball was silky smooth. Okay. The only issue I had with him was him hitting outside the numbers, outside of the numbers going to the outside, to the right or to the left. He was having some trouble. Okay. Comeback routes, he was okay. So I gave him a B+ because I was really impressed with the whole package due to the fact nobody's talking about this kid. But now they are. He might have did enough to jump up into the top 10, and I'm hearing that the Vikings are really big on J.J. McCarthy. So any of you guys that are like, Raider Nation or any other teams that are like in the 12 to 15 range, he might be gone. All right. He might not be there. All right. Then I saw Michael Penix. I also talked about that yesterday. Michael Penix, he did do the uh, he did the physicals, and he was given a clear bill of health because he had the shoulder injury and all of that. So he's 100% recovered from that, and he looked strong, bro. He looked strong. I'll be willing to give him maybe like probably around a B, because I'm still a little leery on what he'll happen under pressure, But he seemed solid too. All his passes were pretty good, but he also had a little bit of problem throwing outside the numbers. Now, let me just preface this by saying this. You're looking at a football aficionado. You're looking at somebody who's going to be a stickler on a lot of things, like things that most people aren't going to even care. Like the average fan, you casuals, y'all ain't going to care about none of that. All you're going to care about is name recognition, their name, but you can run around and you can talk to all your friends and tell them, we picked up this guy and we picked up that guy. And that's what you guys do. But for me, I know that I need to be able to see things translate to the pro game. And I know that that's an acquired skill for a lot of players to be able to throw outside of the numbers. That's why you see a lot of quarterbacks getting pick-sixed. You see a lot of balls getting batted down and all of that because they don't have the technique yet. All right. But Michael Penix was solid. I would be willing to say, okay, I can move it up a little bit. I would say that Penix and JJ McCarthy had good pro days. Okay. And due to the fact that Penix did have a clean bill of health for his shoulder, and he's faster, he's more mobile, I give him about the same. All right. So that was yesterday. I just wanted to just give you a recap on that. Now, today I got to see Bo Nix. That's who I wanted to see. All right. I got to see Bo Nix. I got to see Spencer Rattler, and I got to see Joe Milton. So Bo Nix, bro, was impressive because number one, I forgot how big he is, bro. He's a big boy. He's pretty big. He looked like he's big, like he's stocky, bulky. His footwork was cool. I thought McCarthy's footwork was better, but his footwork was cool, and he was hitting. Bo Nix was hitting everything. Bo Nix was hitting crossing routes, intermediate crossing routes. He was hitting the comeback routes. He was hitting a little shallow cross. He was hitting the little sluggo. He was hitting all of that. But outside the numbers, he was on point. That was I'm like, he was definitely hitting those things on the outside. Salute to everybody in here. Okay. He was hitting outside the numbers. Like, I'm like, okay, that's pro style, pro quarterback play in the National Football League. Bo Nix was hitting those guys. And he was hitting those guys. Those receivers, bro, they were all right. They weren't that great because they dropped a lot of shit. But even the passes that he threw that they dropped, they were on the money, bro. They just dropped them. Okay? But Bo Nix definitely was hitting those intermediate outside of the numbers past the hashes. He was hitting them. I was like, okay. All right, Bo Nix. Bo Nix might be able to walk into a position to start if he could do that. All right. Telling you, man, a lot of these young quarterbacks, they can't do it consistently. All right. They have a problem. All right. But he was hitting them. And then his long ball was nice. Had a real nice long ball. Long ball was nice. I would be willing to say I give Bo Nix an A-. Even though I was more up on McCarthy. Hey man, I'm just talking about what I saw. Bo Nix had an A-, bro. He was, the only thing that I would say is those guys were dropping passes. I mean, can I really blame it on him for that? He was balling. I was like, Bo Nix? I start scratching my head and shit. I'm like, see, because now it's like when you see it, you're like, wait a minute, man, hold on. Okay, let's not so fast. Let's figure this out. Okay, Spencer Rattler. as a quarterback that played. I did not know a lot about Spencer Rattler. I've seen him play because I've seen the games, but I didn't really know that much about the kid. But he was also at Oklahoma, bro. He was at Oklahoma with Caleb Williams. I didn't know that. So, you know, the transfer portal came through for a lot of these kids. Okay, if it was the old rules and you'd have to sit out a whole year and all of that, the transfer portal helped these kids. All right, a lot of them, this is their second program. They were at one program, it wasn't working out, they left. So Spencer Rattler was the starting quarterback over Caleb. When Caleb came in, Spencer got benched. So then Spencer got benched for Caleb. Then he went to South Carolina. All right. We all know that Caleb Williams left Oklahoma to come to SC. All right. So I didn't know that. I was like, oh, okay, that right there that's something else. Okay. So he had a nice passing situation. Okay. I could tell that his arm strength was not as strong as those other guys, but he was accurate. His accuracy was very good. He was able to hit people outside the numbers. He's throwing the ball in the route tree, and and I'm telling you, bro, I was impressed. Okay, but his long ball was not as strong as the other guys. People had to hold up. Maybe it was his timing, because then again, you know, the timing, you have to throw the ball at the right time. But Spencer Rattler, I'd say that he had a solid B. I think that he had a solid situation. Was it good enough for him to move up in the first round? I don't think Spencer Rattler is going to be a first round pick. I think Spencer Rattler is going to be a day 2 pick. He's going to be a second round. I would expect him to go in the second, possibly the third. But I think that he deserves to go in second round. Okay. And then last but not least, I keep saying Joe Mixon, man. Joe Milton. Joe Milton, bro. I was blown away. Joe Milton's another kid who came from another program, man. He was at Michigan with J.J. McCarthy. I'm like, okay, man, these guys know each other, man. These guys definitely were in quarterback rooms together. He was at Michigan, and then he transferred to Tennessee. Okay? So I was like, okay, I'm starting to see the correlation between all these guys. Plus, these guys, they were all friendly, slapping hands. I mean, they know each other. It's just like AAU players nowadays. They all know each other and stuff. Okay? Joe Milton, man. Joe Milton by far had the strongest arm out of everybody. His arm was lively. I mean, he has a cannon, bro. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, dog. Ridiculous. He was hitting everything, bro. He was hitting everything. Okay? I got to give him an A. He was hitting outside the numbers. He was hitting on all the intermediate routes. He was hitting up the seam. He was hitting on the hash marks. He was hitting everything. And his long ball was absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. This dude was at the 20 and he was throwing the ball to the 19. I mean, effortlessly flicking that ball. It was shoo. It looked like Halley's Comet, bro. I was like, damn. And he did it several times. I mean, he had to throw the long ball at least 6 or 7 times because he was overthrowing receivers. They were having, like they said, like the guys that were running those routes, running those go routes, those dudes were fast as hell. Those guys were like low 4.4s, maybe, about low 4.4s, which is fast. He was out throwing them, dude. And he was throwing so far, he was giving them an extra 5 yards. Then he was just like, okay, I'm going to wait a little bit. Like, let me let you get an extra 5 yards. Because I'm gonna air his shit out. And he was airing it out, man. He threw one, man, it was perfect, man. It looked like he threw that ball like 70 yards on a rope. It just was, beautiful spiral on every pass, long down the field. No reason not to catch it. Hit you in stride. I was just like, wow, bro. I'm just like, Joe Milton is a problem, dog. Okay, I just don't know what his running is. I don't know if he's a dual threat. All I know is that dude's gun is ridiculous. He reminded me of Jordan Love. He reminds me of Jordan Love, a kid that if you got somebody that's ahead of him, that you don't have to, rush him, and you're not rushing to throw him out there to the dogs, and you'll let him develop, I think he'll be a solid quarterback. But if you're trying to throw him in and, because you're desperate, that he's not your guy. He's not a guy that I think that you should draft if you're looking for somebody to start now. I think if you got patience and you got opportunities, I think that you'll be able to get something going. All right. Now, as far as the like button, you guys need to hit the like button. Right up here, man, you're going to see 3 dots. You push the 3 dots and like the videos, man. YouTube is doing a bunch of different things. They're not making it easy to like the videos anymore because there's been some abuse, along the YouTube world. People are doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Okay, so it don't got nothing to do with us, but I need for you guys to please like the button. There should be 3. If you don't see a thumbs up like this, you should see 3 dots. Click on the 3 dots and like the channel, please, man. We need to get the algorithm popped off. All right. So that's what I saw, man. I just gave you a rundown of all those guys. Out of everybody that I saw, who's the most pro ready? I mean, as far as possibly stepping into a starting job, I ain't gonna hold you, man. I think Bo Nix, bro. Bo Nix was throwing everything that's a professional quarterback should be able to throw. Not to say that these other guys can't do it, but I'm just telling you based on the combine and what I saw. Bo Nix is a lot better than people are giving him credit for. We know that J.J. McCarthy's the hot topic, but man, and then as far as the most impressive show, Joe Milton, bro. But I don't think Joe Milton is ready. I don't think he's ready to be a starter. Okay, I think Bo Nix can do it, and if anybody else could do it, it'd possibly be J.J. McCarthy because he has that, just has that smell on him, dog. But a lot of good quarterbacks in the draft, bro. A lot of good quarterbacks, man. There really is an excuse, bro. There really is an excuse for you not to nail somebody. It's just a matter of your desperation level. That's what it is. Okay? If you're trying to get one of the one of the 3 musketeers that are at the top, Caleb, Drake May, and Jaden Daniels, you're gonna have to push your chips to the center of the table, bro. You at the high stakes table. Ain't gonna be no $5 bets. Your ass gonna have to push some valuables up front. You might have to take off that Rolex and slide that shit too. Guys, it's not going down. It's not going down, bro. If you're gonna be cheapy weepy, and you're gonna be complaining about draft picks and how much it's costing you to move up and all of that, hey man, don't even bother to waste everybody's time. Just sit your ass where you're sitting at and figure out who's gonna be there. Figure out who's there out of Bo Nix, J.J. McCarthy, Michael Penix, and then if you still got patience, you possibly can wait to the second round, pull yourself a Spencer Rattler, pull yourself a Joe Milton. Okay, so very impressive quarterback class. This quarterback class has the potential. I mean, in my lifetime, the greatest draft I ever seen, quarterback draft that I ever seen, was the '83 draft. The '83 draft had more quarterbacks in it. You talking about the Marino draft. I mean, you talk about all those guys that were in that draft, man. Tony Eason. There was a whole bunch of cats, man, that came out during that draft. All right. That were, Hall of Famers or whatnot. Okay. I think even Elway was in that draft too. I think Elway was in '83 as well, bro. So that '83 draft was the best draft I ever seen as far as a quarterback play. But this has a potentiality of being, one of the greatest classes as well. So that's what I got to say about it, man. But very good in regards to the quarterback situation, you guys. And we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out, man. But you got to make sure, once you make a decision, man, it's your job to develop these kids. Like I said, out of everybody that I've seen that actually participated, who I thought had the more the most ability to possibly start from day one would be Bo Nix, but that doesn't mean that he's going to be good. I'm just telling you, based on those passes, there wasn't nobody rushing him. There wasn't any pressure. There wasn't any reading of a defense. These guys weren't covered. So it's basically just playing catch. But as far as the passes being crisp and being where they need to be on every route he threw, I say Bo Nix, but who's to say? Any of these guys can turn out and be the bomb guy. Okay. So yeah, like I said, man, I'm chilling outside, man. It's a little cold and windy out here, man. Hope everything's clear, man, out here for you guys, man. I'm chilling. But I thought I'd come in and give you guys a good idea of what's to come. And if you are a team that's in the market for a quarterback, you should have some opportunities. Okay, you should have some opportunities. All right, let me read you guys' comments, man. See what's going on out here, man. He was popping with all y'all, man. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday, man. Hope you guys are chilling, doing what you guys like to do. Egalitarian in the house, what's going on? Justin Sa, what's going on, big dog? Okay, Chris Joan Harris, what's up? You're inspiring the youth. Great channel. Appreciate you, man. Sub the channel, like the videos, man. Make sure you guys get these numbers up, man. The likes have not been as high as the viewership. Okay, I need to at least make it look better. You know what I'm saying? You got well over 100 people. You don't even have 20% of the people on here. Okay, so let's get busy with that, dog. Let's make it happen. Michael James in the house. You already know, man. Said I'm straight cool, man. Glad it is, man. Glad it is. Okay. Chris Joan Harris, I think Michael Penix Jr. might be the best quarterback. I think he could have a good rookie year if we have weapons. Like I said before, man, I think it's a crapshoot. I think it's a crapshoot with everybody. I mean, there's certain, to me, I think the can't miss guys. I'll be willing to say that Jaden Daniels is going to have a better year than Caleb Williams. I'll be willing to say that, even though Caleb is like, and I'm not just saying, I'm talking about whatever team he goes to, because let's not act like it's a slam dunk that we're getting. I'm just saying Jaden Daniels is a kid who he's saying all the right things. Caleb Williams is talking about me. He's very, very egotistical. He's very, very full of himself, man. And I think that he's putting a target on his back. He's putting a target on his helmet. Okay, these kids are gonna definitely. What's up, man? These kids are definitely gonna want to put some wood to his ass. Okay, I'm telling you that, man. They're gonna definitely want to put some heat on him. All right. But yeah, Michael Penix, man, we'll find out. We're gonna find out what's going on. Julio Barrera announced what's going on. Daniel Berry Sports, what's popping? Bo Long, sub Unfiltered Nation, subscribe. Okay, hit the notification bell and click all notifications. All right, let's go. Chris Leonard, what's going on, Chris? Yeah, man, I'm just chilling out here, dog. Chilling, little windy out here, man. Little breezy, but hey, man, like I said, man, I just wanted to just be outside. Okay, I want to be outside, bro. Okay. Bishop, hey Bishop, I got your message, man. I have to try to see if I can hit you sometime this week, bro. See if I can get up with you, brother. I did not forget. It's been a little swamped. Bo Long said Bo knows. I'm sure you would like. I'm sure you like him, dog. It's like you guys got a different spelling, but the same pronunciation. Alpha Zed said Nix could be a surprise. I was very surprised about Nix. I mean, I saw Nix light my Trojans up this year. He played. I mean, just about everybody in the damn Pac-12 played better than Caleb this year. Penix outplayed him. And Bo Nix outplayed him. I mean, a bunch of cats. But I was surprised that Bo Nix was as big as he was. He was big. I'm like, damn, I didn't, because when you got on pads and all of that, everything's relative. But you're out there in a shirt and some shorts and some, some cleats. Not even no cleats. You're out there in some damn artificial shoes and shit. And I'm like, he's kind of big. Get an idea what these kids look like. The helmet and no helmet and no pads and all of that shit. And he was spinning it. I was surprised, bro. All right. So Nix could be a surprise. James Williams, great show, my man. Raiders since the 60s. Hey, man, you got me beat, bro. Man, salute to you, triple OG in here, man. Triple OG. Okay, salute to you, bro. Sam A, I thought Rattler would be faster. I did too, man. I had to go and watch some video on Rattler because I've seen everybody else play run. But the thing that I saw Sam A about Rattler in his highlights, he was in the pocket. Like, he was in the pocket most of the time. And then when he ran, he wasn't really running fast. Like, he was just running to get some yardage and to get his ass out of bounds, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, everybody isn't Lamar Jackson. But, you know, I thought he would be faster, man, but he seems to be a smart kid. He never put in all the plays that I seen him do when he was out of the pocket and he was scrambling. He didn't do anything to put himself in jeopardy. His ass was angling towards that sideline to beat whoever's coming. I'm about to slam my ass on this white chalk and make sure I'm safe. Okay. So, but I do agree. I thought he would be faster too. James Williams, what do you think about Spencer Rattler? I thought that he had a solid combine. He's a little guys, but like I said before, he's not a first round pick. I don't think Rattler's not a first round pick. A2 guy, he's a second round pick, I think. I think he's going to be a solid player. He'll be solid. You know, in the right situation, in the right system, he could do something. But if you're a team that's trying to win now and you're looking for somebody to come in and do all of that, I mean, anything can happen. I mean, you can't put your expectations on these kids. I think it's over here, bro. Okay. So yeah, so I agree about that, man. So I guess we'll find out. Stephen Gomez is this is the draft the quarterback the teams need them. Oh yeah, and it's full of quarterbacks. You should not have a problem. It's just a matter of how patient you are and what your current quarterback situation is. That's why the Viking fans are so geeked about JJ McCarthy, because they're talking about re-signing Kirk Cousins. I mean, all these people who are talking about, hey, man, what do you think about Kirk Cousins, Shaq? I'm like, number one, Kirk Cousins is coming off of Achilles surgery. And number two, the Vikings are talking about re-signing him. And let's not act like Kirk Cousins is young, because he ain't. He's 36. Okay? As far as I'm concerned, man, I don't want any 30-year-old quarterbacks. I just had a quarterback 31 years old that couldn't do shit. I'm sick of these old Ogie Festogie ass quarterbacks. Okay, let's just get a young cat and live it down and see how it goes. All right. James Williams, who would you think fits the Raiders? Oh shit. I mean, unfortunately, the guys that I think that's going to fit the Raiders the most are the ones that are going to cost the most. The guys at the front. Caleb would definitely be a great Raider. I think Drake May would go in there and be a good Raider. He wouldn't be as great as them. And then I know Jaden Daniels is the perfect guy. He's a Raider. He's a walking Raider. Now, does that mean that because you have the Raider DNA, you'll be a Raider? No. Okay. Doesn't mean that's going to happen. It's going to cost us. It's all going to depend on what Coupon Tom Telesco is going to do, as the damn Charger fans used to call him Coupon Tom, because he never did nothing, never spent a cent, always played it close to the vest. That's the problem, bro. For the Raider fan base that said we should have tanked and did all of that to move up. Nah, man, we don't tank, man. We got to deal with our situation. Okay, we got the money. We're gonna have about $70 million under the cap. We got all our draft picks. We got future draft picks. We're gonna have to pay to play. It is what it is, bro. Okay, can't be cheap your whole life. All right, Sister Bev in the house. What's going on, sis? You know what I'm saying? Evening, Unfiltered fam. You already know, man. Go to the buy the merch, man. We done sold a couple of beanies. Let's go, man. Let's do what we do. Okay. Yeah, Bev, I know you had to go. Gotta do your thing. Doug Spears in the house. What's going on? Okay. Steve Gomez, salute to Xavier Worthy for breaking John Ross's 40 time. Yeah, I saw that, bro. I mean, he broke it by 1/10 of a second, man. But that kid wasn't even looking like he wasn't looking like he was straining at all, bro. He was smooth with it. Okay. And like I said before, man, if the late, great Al Davis was there, he would be a Raider just because. Okay. Known for having track stars on our team. All right. So, yeah, salute to that, man. Yeah, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to the chat, man. Doug Spears said, who, JJ? Yeah, JJ McCarthy. Talked about him yesterday, and then I just gave you a review. Let's go, man. Let's get it popping, man. Like I said before, right here is 3 dots. Right here on your phone. You should be able to click on those and get these likes up, you guys. Let's put in some work. Let's put in some work. James Williams said, thanks. Great show. Thank you, big dog. Raider Juju. What did you see in Bo's foot movement? I thought his foot movement was okay. I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't fluid. I thought JJ's feet movement was better than his, but unfortunately, the guys with the best foot movements is gonna be the brothers, man. Oh, Drake May got good foot movement too, but he's not in the combine. So I didn't see any foot issue as far as movement with anybody. All the brothers, they was on point. But that damn Joe Milton, dog. That damn Joe Milton. They asked him. They said, "Hey, man, have you ever lost a long ball throwing contest?" He said, "Never." That dude throw a ball 85 yards, bro. No problem, dog. He said, "Hey, man, I threw an 85-yarder. Like, he threw an 85-yard, and I'm not talking about he threw it and the guy ran for 85. The ball from where he threw it to the receiver was 85. That dude got a gun, bro. That dude got a gun. I went and did my homework. I said, let me go watch a couple of little things. There was a video of him at Tennessee, and it said, how far can Joe Milton throw an orange? So he had an orange, okay, and he was in the end zone, okay. He was in the end zone. He threw an orange, bro. He threw the orange past the goalposts. Past the goalpost and hit the ground, man, where the track was at. That was an orange, bro. He threw that about 120 yards. That dude's arm is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Guy, Bev, subscribe and share to the channel. Lock in with a membership as low as $4.99 a month. Exactly, you guys. It doesn't cost a lot to do anything over here. We keep everything very cheap and very affordable for everybody. God. Chase Gibbs says, do you like the Chiefs? No, I don't like the Chiefs, but I respect them as the world champions because they are. Okay. And we got a lot of Chief Kingdom fans on here. So obviously, Chase Gibbs, if you want to come over here, we are our non-denominational channel. All right. But I don't have to like you guys. I have to respect the fact you're back-to-back champions. I got to respect that, though. I respect the dub. Okay. Edward Chiplin, what's going on? Sup, Shaq? Just got through working a Comic-Con convention. Oh, wow. Hey, man, I've always wanted to go to Comic-Con. Always wanted to go, man. They be having it here in L.A. and I always miss it. Okay, one day I'm going to go. Dr. Van Nostrand. What's up, Doc? What's going on, man? Okay, here we go with the Raiders and the Chiefs. Let's do what we do. Okay, can't start throwing those names around, and there's going to be people on here that's going to be at you. Okay. Doug Spears, mock draft saying JJ to the Raiders. I mean, a mock draft is a mock draft, I'm just telling you, the Vikings are ahead of us. I heard even the Saints might consider J.J. McCarthy. They might keep Derek Carr for one more year, and J.J. will be there. So I'm hearing the Saints, they pick before the Raiders, and the Vikings pick before they do. I mean, pick after they do. So we don't know, bro. We don't know. We're going to find out. I know we better have a contingency plan. You better have a backup plan. God. Yeah. Beb in here. Beb's going in and out, handling her business. James Williams says, what about Ewers or Ewers? I didn't get a chance to see him. Okay. I got to see everybody else though. I didn't get a chance to see him. Okay. It's all good. Anthony King, what's going on, man? My boy Anthony King. It's popping. JB, yeah, man. I'm in there chilling, man. Got my bucket hat on. Out here chilling, bro. Out there kicking it. Okay. Grandis in the house. What's going on? Brad Jordan, how we looking this year with the tight end? Hey, man, I mean, everybody's telling me, man, be patient with Mayer and all of that, and I'm just not patient with Mayer, bro. He didn't do shit. So maybe a change of offense will help. I don't know, man. I like Waller, even though Waller dropped a lot of passes and he liked to have whack-ass rap albums. He was somebody you had to pay attention to, okay? So, I mean, I don't know, bro. I just have to see what happens, man. But every time I'm critical of Mayer, everybody wants to come and put on a Superman cape for his ass. God. Anthony King, I heard Coach Pierce has been scouting Spencer Rattler since he's been in high school. Yeah, man. Have you noticed how much respect all these young guys have for Coach AP, bro? He's like the cool uncle, bro. He's like the cool uncle that everybody, or the cool OG in the hood, or the older homie in the hood that everybody respects. That's how you know, bro. AP's gonna be just fine. For all these people that are trying to talk crazy, the Michael Lombardis who are not related to Vince Lombardi's, who got fired by Al Davis's, and all these guys flapping their lips and people flapping their gums about what AP's gonna do and what he's not gonna do. Dude, these young guys want to play for him, dog. And I have not seen a coach in the National Football League that these young guys want to play for more than Antonio Pierce. All these guys want to play for AP. All of them. That's what you want. If the guys want to play for you, they're going to come in and they're going to respect you. They're going to respect the process. They're going to do everything they need to do. God. Dr. Van said Bo Nix was awful in the SEC with Auburn. Like I said, man, all these kids left. All these kids left, man. All these kids went to another program, you know, and it worked out for them. You know, it worked out. They like just about everybody, even Caleb. Caleb had to switch schools. Jaden Daniels had to switch schools. Drake May was, you know, he was with North Carolina the whole time. Okay, but all those other guys, Spencer Rattler switched schools. Bo Nix switched schools. Joe Milton switched schools. I think Michael Penix was originally with Washington, but just about everybody, you know, went to another program. Okay. I found some Aguilar in the house, man. What's going on, man? Hey, man, I'm chilling, Grandis. I'm out here hanging out. Freddie Williams, who's the most underrated quarterback in the draft this year? I think J.J. McCarthy is still the most underrated, but now he's got some shine, so I'd say Spencer Rattler. I don't think J.J. is underestimated as much as he was before that combine. You know, a lot of times the combines don't hurt you and they don't help you, but I think it helped J.J. because now a few teams they're putting him on the board. They're penciling his ass in on the whiteboard. Okay. So I'd say Spencer Rattler, man, right now. I don't think J.J. McCarthy's underrated anymore. I think he was the sleeper until he went out there and did what he did yesterday. Brad Jordan said, what about Derrick Henry? Derrick Henry is in Dallas. He lives in Dallas in the offseason. He trains in Dallas in the offseason. He's in Dallas now. What do you think? I'm just saying. He doesn't live in Tennessee. He lives in Texas. He's from Florida, so that ain't it. Oh, well, he's from Texas. No, he's not. Derrick Henry's from Florida. Okay? He's a Florida boy. All right? He's from what they call the bottom. He's from the bottom down in Florida. All right? And he's in Texas. Lives in Texas. He spots in Texas. Trains in Texas. And the city that he lives in is. So, hey, man, I'm just saying, Cowboy Empire, y'all better make something happen. The brother's there already. Okay, he's already there. All right. Daniel McGuire, Houston, Texas, in the beginning. Yeah, we're gonna find out what's going on. Okay, we're gonna see what's up. Okay, Jonas Harris. What about Rashid Rice? Rashid Rice is a good player. I mean, good young guy. I think he's a little too hot-headed. I think Andy Reid better reel him in. I mean, he's doing a little bit too much. He's doing a little bit too much, man. He's going to be. I think he's going to be a kid that's going to wind up getting reprimanded by Andy Reid because he's a hothead. He's a natural hothead. When he played against the Raiders on Christmas, you know, he snapped off Jack Jones's mouthpiece and threw it to the, you know, in the stands and shit. And then during the Super Bowl, he was, you know, running his yap. Like, okay, somebody's going to catch his ass. Okay, somebody's going to catch his ass at the right time. It's going to be a Mika Fitzpatrick or somebody, a Xavier Howard. Somebody going to blow his ass up. Okay, because he likes to pop it. Okay, but he's a good young player, but he likes to pop it. He needs to reel that in because he's going to become a target. They're going to be looking for him, bro. Okay, so that's what I think about it. Guys have said, I've seen that before. Michael Vick, yeah. Daniel McGuire said, all we need is a good line. Put some money on that line. Yeah, man, but I'm not willing to put a first-round draft pick I mean, a first round draft pick has to be a dynamic player. Okay, I'm not wasting a 13th pick on an old lineman, man. I'm not doing Alex Leatherwood. I don't. Man, I'm not with it. I'm not with it, man. I'm not with drafting old linemen in the first round unless that's the only piece you need. You got your quarterback, you got your other offensive linemen, you got your tight end, you got your wide receiver, you got your X receiver, you got your slot receiver. You got all of that shit. Cool. But when you need a quarterback, you don't draft no old lineman at 13. Always be, oh man, let's just keep AOC and draft a lineman. I'm like, man, you guys are stupid. No. You pick up a lineman later. Okay. Fanbo Podcast says, I like Joe Milton for the Raiders. Joe Milton was impressive. But Joe Milton is a guy you can't just throw out there, and I know how we are. I know how the fan base is. As soon as we start experiencing some hardships, you guys will throw your baby mama out there and have her be the quarterback. We might as well, Shaq. Like that's why AOC got ruined and he has to be rehabilitated because he was shell shocked getting thrown out there. That man should not have had to go out there. All right, might as well. And then you just fuck up your future quarterback. All right. So I'm just saying, man, Milton is a bad boy, but I know how it is. We might as well get a quarterback that we can throw in there because that's what we're going to be saying if things start going bad. Oh, man, let's just throw him in there. Better chance. Like, you guys don't think about the future. You just think about now. Okay. Anthony King says, I like Joe Milton a lot. Joe Milton impressed me, bro. I mean, the long balls he threw, dog. He was toying with these dudes. He's back there, man. 5-step drop, and he's sitting. Like, not far enough. Not far enough. Not far enough. All right. And was still leading him. I'm like, damn, that dude got a gun, bro. God. It's crazy, man. Crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. God. New York Raider fan said Waller might even play this year. I'm not saying I wanted Waller back. I said I missed him. Okay. I'm just saying, man. I'm looking at it from a matchup situation. He's a matchup nightmare. Problem is he's open. You throw him the ball, he probably won't catch it. That was his problem. Or he's going to be hurt. Okay? But he's a matchup problem. So guess what? Right now, with my team, the Las Vegas Raiders, we don't have any matchup problems. Okay? Our most dangerous player on offense, catching the football, Devontae Adams, they could double cover him. They just double him. Okay? Keep the free safety over the top, double him, take the ball out of his hands, and then dare everybody else to do something. Okay? But if you got a dual threat quarterback, you're gonna have to spy on him. You don't get to double nobody no more. Just to say hypothetically, we get Jaden Daniels, and Jaden Daniels is our quarterback, and he's back there, bro. Dual threat quarterback, somebody that can take it to the house, somebody that could run 60, 70-yard touchdown, somebody who has all the tools in the toolbox, who's mobile. You got to spy on that dude. You can't just sit back and say, man, AOC ain't going nowhere. Like I said, AOC doesn't even go to the cleaners to pick up his cleaning. He don't even do that. Okay? He don't go nowhere. He's in the pocket. That's where he's at. Okay? He's going to get sacked. If no one's open, he's on the ground. All right? So guess what? You can double somebody. Okay? But when you had Waller and you had JJ and you had DC at that time, you couldn't double nobody. You couldn't double nobody, bro. Your best bet was to try to pick your poison. Okay? Were you going to double Waller or was you going to double Devontae? All right? You got to figure that out. And that's why JJ was killing him, running up the gut, slamming him in the mouth. Okay. You're not gonna stack the box on Jacobs? Oh, that's all bad. We don't got that no more. Okay. So I really want a dual threat quarterback. I want somebody that can run. I mean, you don't have to be Lamar Jackson, but can you get me a first down? If it's 3rd and 6, can you get it? That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Jacksonville Kid. Hey man, what's going on down there in Jayville, man? Hey, Jacksonville Kid. There's a lot of shacks down there, dog. I got a lot of family down there, man. I got my whole side of my dad's family's in Jacksonville, man. Okay. Duval. All y'all down there. He said, I'm losing my paces with Trevor Lawrence. Uh, Man, to be honest with you, man, Trevor Lawrence, what does he got, bro? He doesn't have nothing. Trevor Lawrence is he's doing the best he can with what he has, bro. I mean, you guys got ATN to run the ball. Y'all had Zay Jones, who was our old guy. He doesn't have any weapons. You got to give him weapons, bro. I understand what you're saying because he did throw some ill-advised picks, but Trevor Lawrence there's a lot of upside. That boy's still young, bro. I think Trevor Lawrence is 25, 26. He's the guy, bro. You guys got to give him some pieces. Jacksonville kid. Sub the channel, bro. Sub the channel. I'd love to have some more Jacksonville Jaguar fans in here. Okay. James Williams says, I didn't think too much of him either, man. They're cutting Waller, live and said he's going to prove the haters wrong. I mean, Waller talks more than what he does now, dog. Ever since he got with Kelsey Plum, he just doesn't seem like he's really interested in playing football no more. The man got enough money. His wife is a WNBA superstar. She's in all kinds of commercials. I'm not seeing him doing anything. I'm seeing her and commercials with Drewski and all of this shit. I mean, just imagine how lazy a lot of people would be if they didn't have to worry about their day-to-days. The only thing that's keeping a lot of you guys in good health is that you have to get your ass up every day and go to work. If you didn't have to do that shit, what would you be doing? You already smoke too much weed. Your ass will be fucking weeded up all day, drunk all day, laid up with Big Shirley all day and night. So I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, man. He talks more than what he does at this point. Dr. Van, Penix went to Indiana before. Oh, I didn't know that. See, like I said, man, he said it's a good point I make. Yeah, that is a good point. Like I said, man, during my time and a lot of our times, there was no transfer portal. You transfer, you're sitting out all next year. You're gonna have to go 5 years. You red shirting or whatever. You ain't switching schools and you ain't sitting out. Now I think it's fair, bro. If coaches can leave, if coaches can leave school and then coach the next year, how come the players can't do it? So I think the transfer portal has been a good thing for these college athletes because they shouldn't be penalized. Shouldn't be penalized for that. And the NIL deals, they should be getting paid. I know how it feels to be a broke college student, a student athlete. I'm telling you, dog, I had no money and shit. Okay, nothing going on. That's why I was always making sure that I had plenty of female friends that I can always just show up when they got something eating. They're showing up just at the right time and shit. What y'all got? Oh, we got some pot roast in here, Shaq. Yeah, let me sit my ass down with y'all and eat with you guys. Okay. So trust and believe that. Raider Trey in the house, man. What's going on? Trizzle. We in here, dog. We in here, big dog. Anthony King. Spencer Rattler got bitch for Caleb Williams. Yep. I found that out today. I did not know that. I did not know that at all. I did not know that Spencer Rattler and Caleb Williams were on the same team. Just like I didn't know that Bo Nix and who was that? Milton and JJ McCarthy were both at Michigan at the same time. So yeah. Anthony King, much love to the unfiltered nation. All right, man, we're doing great, man. Make sure you guys like the channel. The likes are going up. That's what we need to see, man. Like I said, right here, there should be 3 buttons. Please go over there and like the channel, man, or like the videos and sub the channel, man. We're on a roll here. All right. Yeah, much love to all the Unfiltered Nation, Unfiltered fam members and subscribers. Love all y'all, man. Telling you, man, it's been good. It's been good. It's been a good situation. Anthony King says, like Byron Murphy, defensive tackle out of Texas. I mean, this draft, man, I have a really good feeling about this draft. I mean, collectively, I don't know what my team's gonna do. My team don't know how to draft. I'm just gonna keep it $150. The Raiders don't know how to draft, bro. Okay, they don't know. Patrick Mahomes could be sitting there, and they would probably draft Zach Wilson instead. Okay, I mean that's just how bad the Raiders are when it comes to drafting. We're horrible. Okay, but I just have a very good feeling about this draft that I think there's going to be a lot of future great players in this draft, bro. I think the league is in good hands. The league is in good hands. These players that are coming out, man, they're faster, as you can see with the records being broke. They're faster, they're bigger, they're more skilled, and they're more NFL ready. Okay, I'm just telling you, man. These pro style offenses that these kids are, running in college. These guys are coming in ready to play. Look at what our C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud came in like a grown ass man. He came in like, what are you talking about? I was just taking college finals 6 months ago. Now I'm lighting up your defense. Bad boy, bro. Bad boy. Okay. Hog dog in the house. I think Joe Milton is going to have an accuracy issue in the pros. That's possible. Okay, that's possible. That could happen with any of these guys. All right, that's why I say throwing outside the numbers is the biggest accuracy thing. Your quarterback has to be able to make those passes, bro. Okay, because what happens is that's when you really need to get down the field, 2-minute drill, all that kind of shit. When you really need to get in field goal range and you need to save time on the clock and you don't got no timeouts, what are you doing? You're throwing outside the numbers. If you can't throw outside the numbers, you're up a creek. That means you're throwing in regulation field, tackle, clock running. That's what it is. Okay. Jazz sports fan, thoughts on the biggest winner of the combine? Combine's still going on, but I would be willing to say as of now, J.J. McCarthy. And that kid that ran the 4.21. Xavier or whatever his name is. Okay. Them two. Because I'm telling you, nobody was talking about J.J. McCarthy. Now you're talking about the Saints and the Vikings. Vikings going hard in the paint. Vikings are going hard in the paint like Shaquille O'Neal in his prime. They are like barbecue chicken J.J. McCarthy. They are really geeked up. Okay. Super geeked up on this kid. So that's who I'd say, sports jazz fan. Ray Love in the house. What's going on? Salute to the nation, salute to the fam, and salute to the chat. You already know. Okay. Brad Jordan said, that's why I like Darren Waller. That's what I liked about him. I liked he was a matchup problem. Like I said before, he's a matchup problem, dog. You got to pick your poison. That opens up the running lanes for Josh Jacobs. That was just opening up them lanes, bruh. Opening their lanes up. Dominique in the house. What's up, Neek? What's popping? Raider Trey said, Lombardi needs to leave my coach's name out of his mouth. Just talk to us when you can keep a volunteer job first. It would help, dog, if you can't even go and, assist with cleaning up the beach, Raider Trey. Everybody would love to have an extra person to come out there to clean the beaches up. You can't even get that job. I mean, I saw Skip Bayless and playmaker Michael Irvin and Keyshawn Johnson talking about the same situation, and it was very interesting. I might have to do a live on that. Okay, very interesting. When I saw that today, I just watched the segment, and that's what it is. Okay. Kiasia in the house. What's going on, Kiasia? What's popping? It's popping, man. Q-Man in the house, man. Yes, man. Commandos getting Daniels. Take that pick to the bank. I would imagine so, unless Chicago decides to do something else. Everything is lining up for him for him to go to the Commanders. He's from D.C. His father has a successful gym there that they do all the training for the NFL players that he's a partner in. That's in D.C. Makes sense. He's from there. Play at home. Play in front of your mama. Play in front of your homies. Play in front of your friends. And why not? I mean, I don't see why. I just don't expect them to do anything. I don't expect them to do anything at all. Okay. Plus it doesn't hurt that you have Cliff Kingsbury over there. So it doesn't hurt. Okay. So yeah. James Williams talking about Anthony Brown. Don't really know too much about that. Jazz sports fan, lead Byron Murphy to the Seahawks, please. Yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of people that people want to get. He's a guy that they would like to get. Raider Trey, man. Free. Man. Like I said, I'm gonna let you guys handle these little poop butts. I'm gonna let y'all handle them guys. Okay. You guys should be coming in handling business. Somebody coming in saying something that you find insulting, you guys should handle that. All right, y'all should handle that. You shouldn't have me do it. All right. Yeah, you guys have seen it before I see it. Y'all should be on it. Okay. CCP Tommy 2, what's going on? Ryan Nagel, hey, bro, if we can't move up, let's drop Bo Nix. His scrambling is ridiculous. He had a 6-yard scramble for TD. I just said, Ryan Nagel, that I was very impressed with Bo Nix. I was impressed. I was impressed, bro. He's impressive. Okay? He's impressive. Carlos Sanchez, what's up, Los? A salute, man. Wild Turkey, what's going on? Jeff Williams, Shaq, what up? My Warriors did not show up today. I heard you guys got blasted, bro. I heard Steph got hurt too, man. Okay. We're gonna find out, man. Okay. Sam Tanker, what's going on, Sam? Jay Bird said, I love JJ McCarthy. Yeah, man, we're gonna find out. JJ put his foot in there, a lot of people's ass. Put his foot in a lot of people's ass, man, in this combine, man. I love the fact, man, that these kids are taking up the challenge. They're like, hey, man, I can show you better than I can tell you. And he's gonna make some money, bro. Like I said, if he moves into the top 10, that bag is gonna be way more. Okay. Derek Galloway, Shaq, talk about Jim Plunkett. What lessons we can learn from a journeyman quarterback like Jim Plunkett? Jim Plunkett, man, like I said, he grew up in my neighborhood. He's considerably older than me, but his mother and father, Mr. and Mrs. Plunkett, lived in my neighborhood. And, they were legally blind. Both of Jim Plunkett's parents were legally blind. All right. And his older sister and his brother would take care of them. All right. So we go to their house, Mr. and Mrs. Plunkett, hi, blah, blah, blah. We see them, they doing the lawn, doing it, whatever. Very good. First thing I can say about Jim Plunkett, very, very, comes from a very strong family. A very strong, caring family. When both of your parents are blind legally and they're raising kids, he has a strong sense of family, bro. Strong sense of family, strong sense of friendship, strong sense of responsibility. All right. This guy, went to a rival high school of mine, James Lick, kept it local. He did not leave the Bay Area because his parents were legally blind. So he played college high school football against my rival school. Then he went to Stanford. Stanford is only 10 or 15 minutes up the road. Okay, in Palo Alto. He kept it local. All right. What did he do? He won the Heisman Trophy. All right. Right. Stayed close to home, still helping with his mama and daddy and helping his brothers and sisters, and still won the Heisman Trophy. Okay. Then he got drafted number 1 by the New England Patriots in 1971 draft. He got drafted the first pick of the draft. So that's a guy who put in the work. So hard work, respect and love of family, taking on responsibility more than what you could have been doing. You could have just said, hey, man, I'm trying to get this bag. Y'all take care of mom and dad. He didn't do none of that. Never got in any trouble. No, none of that. Went over there and played for the Patriots. Struggled. Was a starter immediately. Struggled. Okay. Got traded back to the 49ers. Now he's back in the Bay Area. Started with the Niners for several seasons. And then when the Niners got bought by the DeBartolo family and they hired a guy by the name of Bill Walsh and drafted a guy by the name of Joe Montana, they waived him. Okay, because a lot of people get it wrong and they say Jim Plunkett was traded to the Raiders. No, he wasn't. He was waived. He was cut. Al Davis picked him off of waivers like that because Al Davis watched him in high school. He watched him in college. He played against them in the AFC when he was with the Patriots. He saw him again when he was with the 49ers for years. And when they let him go, he scooped his ass up. That dude barely touched the waiver wire and we scooped him up. So what am I trying to say? Even in when people gave up, 2 teams gave up on him, Patriots traded him, 49ers cut him, Al Davis picked him up. All he did was win 2 Super Bowls for me. Okay? So that's the lessons, man. The lessons is, man, Stick to your roots. Stick to who you raised to be. Doesn't matter who raised you, your mama, your daddy, your grandmama, your stepdaddy, or whoever the hell it is. Those values, you keep those values. When things go bad, you lean on your hard work, your values, and your beliefs, and you'll get another chance. Matter of fact, he got two more chances after he didn't do good with the Patriots. Went to the 49ers, played okay for a while. They had a regime change, ownership change, brought in the previous GOAT quarterback, no job. Al Day was like, hey, man, I know all about you, bro. I've been watching you since you were 16 years old. Come over here and play with me. Boom. 2 Super Bowl wins. Nothing to talk about. So that's what it is. Jerber said Michael Penix looks good. He looked good, I had to admit. Okay. Wild Turkey, Shades Beast. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I hear you, man. Appreciate the sub, dog. Sports Jazz fan, appreciate your input. I'm still sold on McCarthy. Yeah, man. I have to have him below Penix and Knicks. Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, I just think that JJ McCarthy is the guy that everyone is going to be. They're going to be second guessing themselves. You're going to be hitting yourself over the head, man, when that kid turns into something. You're going to be like, man, what the man, we should have. Nah, you got to keep that same energy. You don't get to, now you know what he did, and now you wish you would have got him. You got to strike when you don't know. That's what it is, okay? You got to strike when you don't know. Okay, XX Flicks in the house. Okay, James Williams says he was Lamar's backup. XX Hip said New Zealand. Hey, man, all blacks, baby. All blacks. Chris Jones Harris said, Shaq, are you up for a cornerback in the first round? Terrain Arnold, Nate Wiggins, Cooper DeJohn, Mitchell. Hey, man, I was interested in the Kool-Aid kid from Alabama, but I heard that he has like a bone. I think he has a bone break in his foot. The Kool-Aid McGilfrey or whatever his name was. I was interested in him. Okay, but he's still probably going the first round. Free TG said my opinion on Marvin Harrison Jr. Absolute monster, absolute beast. He's a guy that's going to come in and he's going to be cleaning these cornerbacks' clocks. Okay, he's going to absolutely. He gets the foot. If somebody can get him the ball, it's a wrap, bro. That dude is box office already. Okay. Yeah, we won't get Knicks at 13th. Yeah, ain't gonna happen. As William said, if I'm wrong, it was Jim Plunkett who won 2 Super Bowls. Jim Plunkett won 2 Super Bowls. Okay, without question. Wasn't me too. I'm a 3-ringer. Okay. Jim Plunkett, man. Like I said, man, you ain't gonna never hear me say nothing bad about Plunkett. Yep. Super Bowl 15 and Super Bowl 18. Derek Galloway, man, thanks. Appreciate you. Kush Mob, what's going on? All is well. Everything's great. All right, man. We had a pretty good live. I went for an hour. That's cool. It's Sunday. I'm going to go in the house, get some dinner, see what's popping. But I just wanted to come in and give you guys a scouting report and tell you that I've seen everybody. And, I think that the biggest surprise was Joe Milton. I think that the person who benefited the most from the combine is J.J. McCarthy. And I think the quarterback that's had the best overall performance, in my opinion, was Bo Nix. But like I said before, man, the top three guys did not even give an opportunity to see what they could or could not do. And that's what it is. Yeah, McGinstry, I couldn't think of it, Doc. I knew you were going to know. All right, man, let me holler at you guys, man. Let me go inside, man. I'll chop it up with you guys either tomorrow or later, man. Make sure you guys are doing everything we need to do, man. The channel's on the up, and we're going to keep rolling. Not to check unfiltered.